Number one, I want to thank these pastors and ministers for standing with us this morning. We are here this morning talking about two propositions that are on the ballot in November. Proposition A, of course, is Rebuild Houston, and essentially a vote for Rebuild Houston. Vote for Proposition A creates a dedicated funding source for our flooding, drainage, and streets. That's a vote if you vote for it. If you vote against it, it remains undedicated, can be used for general purposes. We're recommending that you vote for Proposition A. Proposition A is good. Proposition B is the Firefighters Union petition. Talks about parity. We've had a good conversation this morning. Proposition B, if people vote for it, you are mandating the city to give firefighters a minimum of a 25% pay raise in the first year, costing more than $98 million a year. That is not good for the city. And then what Proposition B says, that if police officers should get any future raise, you have to add that amount on top of the 25%, costing even more. If you vote for Proposition B, the only way the city is going to be able to make that happen is that there would have to be significant reductions of firefighters, even police officers, and municipal workers. That is not good for the city of Houston. And please bear in mind that the previous administration offered the firefighters in 2015 a 4% pay raise. The firefighters said no. I recognize the importance of our firefighters. They work for our city. They help save people's lives. I have offered the firefighters just this year a 9.5% pay raise, costing the city $69 million over 3 years. That offer was rejected, but that offer remains on the table even to this day. But what the Firefighters Union, what they're asking the people to approve is to mandate a pay raise of a minimum of 25%, costing $98 million a year at a minimum, and about $296 million over 3 years. That is more, way more than what the city can afford. Proposition B is bad. And so we're standing here today asking voters when they go to the polls in November and cast their votes that Proposition A is good. Proposition B is bad. A is good. B is bad. And we hope that people will remember that as they go to the polls. And please bear in mind, this is not against our firefighters. If you ask all of us whether or not we support our firefighters, it would be unanimous. We love our firefighters. This is an issue of what can the city afford to pay. Now, firefighters, when you compare their pay with other firefighters, other fire departments in the state, are about 15% behind. Now, bear this in mind. If they had accepted the 4% from the previous mayor and 9.5% that I am offering, that is 13.5%, which would essentially bring them up to where they should be. But the city cannot afford a 25% pay raise in 1 year for any employee group, whether it's police, fire, municipal workers. Lastly, let me just say this. This year, the municipal workers, the people who pick up your trash, the people who work in the libraries, in the clinics, in the parks, they have accepted a pay raise of 6% over 3 years. 3 in the first year, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. The police officers, their contract ends the end of this year. They have negotiated with the city a pay raise over 2 years of 7%. 4% in the first year, 3% in the second. The firefighters, we have offered them 9.5% over 3 years. They have rejected the 9.5. That is unfortunate. And so when you go to the polls and vote this November, we hope that you will vote for Proposition A, against Proposition B. A is good. B is bad. A is good. B is bad. A is good. B is bad. Thank you, pastors. Pray for our city. Pray for our city. Pray for our employees. Pray for the people in our city that we can move forward together. Thank you.